today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jameis Winston and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the run is Gainwell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Winston's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Patriots are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Getting set to go again, Dallas Goedert marching back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them, no matter how many people are put in his direction. It just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They run here with Jason Huntley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Winston now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jameis to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Huntley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Winston. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Not much there, only a yard.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Now Winston. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A first down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal expected.
Touchdown! That's caught. Nelson Aguilar in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pats would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Bengals who were able to pick up the victory at home. Joe Burrow, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Javonte Williams, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parks. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
10 more there and another first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones completes it to Aguilar. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it is 28-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing, Winston. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, Winston.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Here's Winston.
And he'll flip this out to Huntley.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Flushed out right, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jameis now on 1st down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Winston. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one at the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parks. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Pats, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to
today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running right, Drake. Powerful running. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Pats, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And During the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this number one defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go play action with Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll try the left side. Parks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 2nd and 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Jones on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
On 2nd and goal, Jones out right to Bourne. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a New England touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On 3rd down, Drake. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Giants still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. On first down, it's Parks. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parks, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Throwing Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On second down, it's Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dietrich Wise, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Patriots. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, D, get off the field. All right, 25 tonight. Check line 54, line 54. Let's go.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones in trouble, and he's taken down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fielded just inside. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensei. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parks. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parks. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a throw here to his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And this goes out wide for Drake. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Mike 25. 54, Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 77 yards for him on the ground now. On that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 2nd down and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Patriots are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 28-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Ryan on 1st down. Right back to Pitts again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.